Yonder Camelot brings forth a proclamation. Camelot hereby proclaims that Nicholas Robert Rekieta is broke. He's poor. He's poor. He's poor. Yonder Feltzgiving there. It's November 19th, 2024. Welcome back to the Keno Casino.
Let's go.
We've got the Pilgrim and Puritansky over there. Let's go.
May I just
Let's
say,
go.
over the weekend, the fight, that was
Buddy,
robbery.
What a horror show.
Robbery,
Let's
bro.
just quickly talk about it.
I was like,
So they had
there's no way.
The worst commentators in the whole fucking world. Like Mr. Reddit himself, Mauro Ronaldo, and he was the best of them. Then you had ancient as fuck Roy Jones Jr., who all he could keep saying over and over again was, they got to work the body. They got to work the body, and so-and-so is not in shape. Like, he just kept repeating the same, like, 5 or 6 canned lines like I was playing Fight Night Champions. But the worst on the whole commentary team was that stupid, retarded bitch. Just, like, mouth full of marbles, mushed mouth, Lloyd, no idea what she was saying or what was even going on. Like, there were points where they just said shit that was just flat out wrong. Like in the first fight between the YouTuber and the actual boxer, the Indian guy, they said they weren't sure if the actual boxer had the experience or technical knowledge, which it was the exact opposite. Okay? But beyond that, the streaming issues were like everything's buffering. Like the illegal streams were better than the real streams. Because like I think this is why you need to have a paywall. Because if everybody on Earth can just stream something like 100 million fucking people, then no one can watch it. There are motherfuckers who are sitting there in their mansions. Guys I was hearing had like millions of dollars amongst the whole room in bets. Can't even watch the fucking fight because it wouldn't load. Because Netflix sucks. They suck. Holy man.
They're being sued now. Class action lawsuit.
It's like, come on, this was WWE. We were all marks. We're suckers. I wanted to buy into it, that it was going to be real, and that Jake Paul was going to beat Mike Tyson into a coma, and Mike Tyson was going to die. But what actually happened is Jake Paul just took mercy upon him. It was total WWE. Neither of them even fucking tried. Mike Tyson didn't even throw any fucking punches because he belongs in the senior citizen. I saw, as soon as Mike Tyson walked out, you just knew it was bad. Like, he looked so
Was he
looked buck broken.
Yo, was he holding back, though? Because in the first 2 rounds, he did well.
No.
What?
He wasn't holding back for shit.
You think he was just fucked?
Maybe a little bit, but he was ancient, bro. When he was walking out, it was like, no. He had like a knee brace on and
his
shit.
His ass
was hanging out. So I don't know. The UFC I watched the next night was a lot better. At least we didn't have to see an old man's ass. The streams worked good. The commentary team was passable. I'm not going to say it's great over there, but at least it was something. This was like a real death knell for boxing. Like, boxing in the mind of normal people now is just a total fucking joke.
Oh, buddy, it ruined it.
Everybody thinks it's WWE now. It's just really sad. S-Mac says, PvP, I know you watched the Eggman versus Bowser death battle. Thoughts on Eggman getting felted? Surely Eggman didn't get felted. Surely Aggie pulled through for the incels. I had no idea this happened. What does this mean? What does this mean, that Aggie is felted? Surely not, boys. Not the incel savior. This can't be! Incel bros, why? Forgive me!
So we had the extra long weekend. It was fantastic. A nice break. We went hard.
It was fantastic.
We went hard,
we
though.
didn't go hard.
Before that.
We were being soft. We need to have shows every day. Twice a day, or else we're lazy bastards. We take 4 days. Extended long weekend. I get a comment on YouTube. He's like, I didn't know they announced another vacation. I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. Are you fucking kidding me? Telling me this at 4 days is an extended vacation? That used to be the normal schedule. We do like 1, maybe 2 a week. I'd be sipping my latte in the south of France, my feet up, eating my fucking lobster, my wine and fig, and just enjoying life. And then suddenly we started to do shows on a more regular basis. Now this is what everybody expects.
Yeah, I know,
they expect
right?
a costume every show.
Oh
and
my
they expect the show nearly every other day. It's too much. It's too much. I need the lazy fat schedule back. Will you guys accept that if we update the Gum Road? If we update the Gum Road, we'll update it tomorrow. We'll finally update the Gum Road with a episode of This Week in Kakada. And then you guys will accept only 2 shows a week again, right? That'll be good. It was soft. They're saying never. They're saying I'm gonna be forced to work. I'm gonna be forced to work.
We're going back on December really hard for Kino Miss.
December for Kino Miss. I'm working on the set, getting things
Me
together.
too. I'm getting mine set up.
It's gonna be Kino Miss. We're gonna be back to almost every other day, or at least as much as we can possibly do. I'm not gonna make any promises anymore. Every time I make promises, people have the audacity.
7 shows a day.
They have the audacity to actually hold me to my promises and to my word. Can you believe this? There are people out there that actually are like, well, you said you would. I'm like, well, listen, you knew I was gilding the lily then. Why? Why must you hold me to the things that I say? Self-promises? Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. So the promise is to not promise, which we're going to break by immediately promising a bunch of bullshit. So, all right. We're getting into Rekieta stuff.
Yeah. So it's wild.
It is actually wild. I didn't even realize how much Rekieta stuff there was because I had just been slowly collecting it day after day after day. It is now built to a mighty and massive folder to where Steve Cambion is going to be forced to sit here for 2,
we warned him already,
3 hours in the green room. I said to Steve, listen, Steve, the folder is getting really big. I don't know if we're going to actually get to your appearance by 9:30 or 10, like I said. But he said he doesn't, he says, listen, he is the same way. Content that he feels he could do in 30 minutes takes 2-3 hours. So he's ready to wait. He's a really good sport. We love Steve.
He's the best.
Go subscribe to the True Seekers channel on YouTube now. Go subscribe now to Steve.
I'll link his channel.
Steve.
I'll link his channel after.
Watch his next stream. Send him some super chats. Because we're going to have him on every so often, every couple weeks or so, to give us the update on the UFO grifter situation, introduce new people. Most people have really, really liked Steve, and I think Steve will grow on us the more we bring him here. So I'm really excited to have him on as guest. But Rekieta did another appeal.
I'm sure it went well, right?
Oh, yeah. Just like everything else in this case, it went real well for Rekieta. Now, according to Sean, potentially criminal, and Sean told us that he would join the show to do a breakdown for us when his show ended. But Sean told us that Rekieta's lawyers f***ed up really, really bad. And I don't really know exactly how badly they f***ed up because I'm not Sean. But they f***ed up so badly filing this appeal, this motion, that the state didn't even respond to it. The state said, we rest. They just rested because apparently the motion on the face of it just defeated itself. So they didn't even feel the need to even draft like a 1-pager up that said, Your Honor, we think this is nonsense. We file for the appeal to be dismissed. They didn't even need to do that. They just it was just defeated on the face of it. So let's have a look.
So
Rekieta denied.
All right,
denied again.
Here we go. Make sure everything is good.
So here we have this document from the court,
bro.
I love in the top right-hand corner. It's the filed watermark.
I thought it said felted for a second.
I know. I
thought
may as well just say felted up at the top. May as well just say denied. So petition based on the file, record, and proceedings, and for the following reasons. Petitioner Nicholas Robert Rekieta is charged with second-degree controlled substance crime, unlawful possession of a firearm, and child endangerment.
Whoa.
So he's still facing that child endangerment charge, despite all of his best efforts to have it thrown out, based on evidence seized after a search warrant was executed at his residence. He moved to suppress the evidence and dismiss the charges, and he requested an evidentiary hearing under Franks v. Delaware to investigate whether the search warrant application contained material misrepresentation. The district court denied petitioner's motion for a Franks hearing. So already on just page 1, we hear of the first denial. Denied. Sorry, there'll be no Franks hearing for you, Rekieta. Suffer. Denied.
How many appeals? How many appeals does
this? We're on the third fucking appeal, at least. Petitioner seeks discretionary review of the district court's order denying his motion for a Franks evidentiary hearing. Petitioner argues the court should grant discretionary review in the interests of justice. In the interests of justice. The true justice would be to throw Rekieta under the jail. The true justice would be for Rekieta to face the wall. That would be what the interests of justice truly are. Because the Franks here issue is important and doubtful, and resolution of the issue would obviate the need for further proceedings. The state has not filed a response. The state didn't even bother to file a response because the motion was that bad. How bad could it possibly be? We need Sean. We need Sean to break it down. How bad? The state's we don't even need to do anything. Criminal
he would
defendants,
come on, but he can't right now. He's busy.
So it says going on, criminal defendants generally do not have a right to appeal until final judgment has been entered. We see here a bunch of references.
Okay.
But the court may allow an appeal from an order not otherwise appealable in the interests of justice.
Mm-hmm.
The Minnesota Rules of Civil Appellate Procedure governs the procedure for appeal. In determining whether to grant discretionary review, this court considers multiple factors, including whether the ruling is questionable or involves an unsettled area of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, the ruling was not questionable. It was righteous as
Well,
and this isn't an unsettled area of the law. They deal with a lot of drug addict bumps in the state of Minnesota.
The rare,
okay?
the rare drug bust.
It's like the Star Trek of in the law.
Oh.
We're seeking out new areas of litigation. The court considers multiple factors. The appeal is deferred until the underlying case has been decided is usually what happens. A petitioner must show a compelling reason for this court to grant discretionary review of a non-stoppable order. I'm guessing they thought a compelling reason was that the Kiwi Farms was a-log. I imagine they're like, Your Honor, there's a really compelling reason. The Keno Casino is making fun of the Baldo. Josh Moon is dunking on his dirty coke whore mistress. I wouldn't be surprised based on the fact the state drafted no response, didn't even bother to argue against it. They're like, well, let's just see what you come up with. They knew it was cooked. All right, let's go to the last page where we're going to hear about the denial.
Okay.
However, this court generally does not grant petition for discretionary review of pretrial hearings because the defendant might utilize the procedure which permits expedited review of a pretrial ruling that is dispositive or would make a contested trial unnecessary. Basically, at the end of the day, the petitioner has not otherwise shown a compelling reason for this court to extend its discretionary appellate jurisdiction when the pretrial issues are fully reviewable in an appeal from my final judgment. It is denied. It is denied again. Denied again.
So a double denial.
Buddy. Basically, it's another double denial. Rekieta just totally felt it. So now we're at the final step of the process. Rekieta has exhausted all appeal motions. He's exhausted the Franks bullshit, everything. At this point, coming Tuesday, Rekieta must plead guilty or innocent. There are no more extensions.
Woo!
There are no more appeals. There's no more bullshit.
Body cam.
This coming Tuesday, Rekieta must plead. Will he plead guilty and give us the body cam footage? Because remember, the moment Rekieta pleads guilty, the body cam footage is unsealed.
What?
It could be next Tuesday
Woo!
that we have the Baldo cam, that we have
or
the
what if he
footage
does
of
not
the
guilty?
Filthy, dirty if he pleads not guilty,
Yeah.
then what that means is that he might actually go to prison for one. We're going to go through the whole process. He pretty much has no chance to escape jail if he pleads not guilty. And as for the body cam, the moment it's introduced into evidence in the trial, it will be publicly available.
Okay.
So we will get it anyway. The
Beauty.
only way
It will take a while,
that
though.
Rekieta can have the body cam footage excluded at this point is to plead not guilty, risking his freedom, and then win a hearing to have the tape excluded from evidence, which isn't going to happen. He's not going to successfully have the tape removed from evidence because he couldn't even have the warrant be challenged and removed. So it's going to happen. We are going to get the footage.
Let's
go. Yes. Let's
Beauty.
go.
Beauty.
So that's the big update in the Rekieta situation.
Oh no.
But we also have news from Camelot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, from there under, Camelot brings forth a proclamation. Camelot hereby proclaims that Nicholas Robert Rekieta is broke. He's poor. He's poor. He's poor. Which is so fucking keynote to hear that Rekieta is poor, that he's struggling financially, that the almighty Latu Pope, who wouldn't read a super chat for under $20, no, it's $20 minimum, is now a brokey.
That was fucked, by the way. Remember
shit.
That? And then finally,
he's poor. He's poor. Total Baldo bankruptcy inbound.
So, what made Camelot fully flip? Like, when was that? Was that last month?
I don't know.
It was whatever.
I mean, he's basically been a flip-flopper from the beginning, where he pretends like he's Rekieta's best friend and then reveals Rekieta's spending like 40 grand a month on cocaine. Or what was it? Wasn't it 20 grand
20
a month?
Grand a month.
Said? Something crazy
you could only
like
dream.
that.
You could only dream of that much Scarface levels.
Ron Coomer goes, he hasn't flipped. He's just retarded.
Oh,
there you go. Nailed
okay.
it.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Well, they look nuts.
This quality.
Nick's own videos plus his pastor turned him in. Look at the warrant. Yeah, I already know about this. If he truly has him.
Well, I love how he just agrees with that, even though that goes against the Baldo Pope's official narrative on all of this, that it had nothing to do with the pastor and Nick's own videos and Nick's family and Kayla's sister-in-law. Camelot's off the reservation.
Well, LOL. Nick's own videos plus his pastor turned him in.
Yeah, it's like an old 8-track audio, by the way. Like, what is
what
this?
sort of audio is this?
Yeah, I already know about this.
CB radio.
Money should get off the internet. Stop living others. Okay. I don't think his money situation is that good.
Oh, let's go, Rekieta Paul. He Paul. But you know who's not poor? Chodwick Von Grundle, who is gifted 10 subs.
Let's go.
Let's get some subs right now.
Let's get it. Let's
you're
get it.
Poor like Rekieta. You smell that? It's smelling pretty broke in the Baldo bunker.
Is he streaming through an intercom?
Now, Camelot actually is the one that's trusted to review Rekieta's bank statements every week or so. So he would know firsthand exactly how poor Rekieta really is. He really thought about it for like a good, I'd say 5 to 10 seconds. He sat there in silence. He's like, do I deliver this felt onto Rekieta? And he's like, yes, I will. Yes, I think I will testify that he's poor. We find the defendant poor. We find the defendant broke. We find the defendant unable to pay his bills. He can't even pay Montegraph the $300. Remember when he paid that fucking $20,000 for the portrait of Johnny Depp?
Buddy, that was money laundering. That was the money laundering.
So, bro, shall we send it off? Brokey alert!
Brokey alert!
Brokey alert! And the only way I'm now going to come off that Rekieta is a brokey is if he pays Monty what he owes. Nick Rekieta owes Montegraph $300 via court judgment, and he's still yet to pay. And the reason why is because he broke.
Brokey?
It's
brokey.
Tough.
But wait.
Broketa. It's time to pay up, Broketa.
I don't think his money situation is that good.
It's tough.
Here's one of the. That's one.
That's just number one.
But yeah, you're right. You're right about the first part.
Felton.
Felton money.